So as I told you, file handling is a very important part of any web application. Okay, so over here, Python has several functions in file handling, such as you can create a file, you can update a file, you can read a file, and you can delete the file. So basically, whenever you have some PDFs, or if you have any documents which you want to use, or which you want to create, or which you want to write on, you can use file handlings in Python. Okay, now there are some file handling concept which you should know, such as let's suppose uh, open function is used for to open any file. Okay, open is a function to use open any function or any file. So whenever you use a open function, first you have to give two important parameters, such as the mode, like what mode you want. So we have different types of mode in the file handling. Then you have to give the file name, which file you want to open. Okay, uh, there are like different file handling methods over here. Okay, the modes which you can call. So the first one you have is R. Okay, so R is nothing but it is a read function. You can read a file from this R method. Then you have A. A is to append. Okay, append is nothing but when you are opening a file. Okay, it will open a file which is like it is already present in the inside the directory. Now let's suppose I have a document which is having a name that is abcd.com, okay, or abcd.text. You want to open that, okay, you have to use a function that is append over here. Now through append, it will open the file which you want. So if that type of file is not existed, like let's suppose abcd.txt, that file is not present inside the directory. So what it will be doing is append function will try to create it, or if it is already created, it will what it will do, like it will open the file again. Then I have W, which is for write. Okay, now write is used to write something inside the your file. Okay, if you want to add something, or that time you can go with this function. Then we have X. X is for create. Okay, now it will try to create a specific file. If it is like if you want to create a new file, that time you can go with this thing, that is creating a file. Okay, so let's see some example over here. Now you have to create a variable which will be telling where you want to create. Okay, so for that, what you have to do is over there you have to go over here, you have to create one folder. Let's suppose I go to my desktop, and if I create a folder over here, so to create a folder, I guess this is an option. Go to the desktop and try to create a folder. Okay, let me check. Hmm. We cannot create a directory over Python. Which directory you want to create? If you're talking about a directory, you have to, yeah, any folder we can create. It's possible to create a folder. Not able to create. Let me do one thing. I'll just create a folder over here. Okay, new folder. Let the folder be as some random names. I'll give it over here. I'll go again over here. On this folder, I'll try to create. So go Python 3. Okay, now whatever file you create, it will be over here. It will be present over here. Now if you want to read a file, now what I'll do is I'll go back to this again. Okay, the desktop over here. I'll just try to create a new file over here. Okay, Let's suppose I just created a text document that is abc.txt. Okay, and I just want to add something inside it. So let's suppose I'll say, hello, how are you? Okay, this is the thing which I want to display. So what I'll do is I'll just write it over here on the folder, and I'm just trying to save it. Okay, I just save it. Now I'll go on my Python over here. I'll just create a variable that is f or something which you want. Okay, I give a command that is, I'll use a function that is open, just to open the file over here, what file I want. And then the next one is you have to give the file name over here. So what is the file name over here? It is abc.txt, correct? Now by default it will be in read mode. Now if I run this thing, we are getting like error, no such file or directory.abc. We did some mistake. We have abc.text, so why it's not opening? By default it should be in read method. No, we don't have to import os anything over here. It should work. It is saying that no such file or directory over here. I'm inside the same folder that is abc. I'll try with refreshing it. By default it will be in read mode. Hmm. Why it's not working? F equal to open. Okay, now you can unmute yourself. Anyone knows the thing over here? Yes, Mudassar, do you know why we are not able to open it?
Sir, in Ubuntu, when we are in documents, but our file is in someone else, like in another directory. So this kind of error we are facing.
No, there
So
are two
if
methods. No, there are two methods. The one which you are telling, it's not in Ubuntu only. It works in Windows also, but you have to give the complete location. That is on which drive it is. Okay. Then on which folder, the subfolder, all those information you have to give. But over here where I have opened the Python file, it is directly inside the AKK folder, correct? I'm inside that AKK folder only. But then too, it's not working.
yes, the same kind of error I was facing last night when I was
Okay,
using
okay,
the
I got it, I
Atom.
got it, I got it, I got it. It is given like, yeah,
text
txt.txt,
twice,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, so I just give text. But again, it will be a wrong syntax over here. So what we can do is, should get an option over here.
We have to select that first, sir.
Okay, sorry, I made a mistake over there. The mistake was actually the file was already in the text format, correct? So I gave that abc.text. I don't have to give that. Let's see again over here. If I give abc, now this is in the text format. I should have not given it as abc.text because it is now abc.text.text, correct? So I'll just change this again. Hello, welcome to this course. Now it should work. Control S. Now this file
I
should
think
work.
you missed the codes also.
No, no, no. Now it will work. I'll just remove this one and I'll just try. Yeah. Now it came. Can you see? I'm able to read
Yeah, yeah.
whatever things which we have in the file. So actually it was that problem. But one more thing, what you can do is, see, if you have a file over here, let's suppose I must have a file somewhere. Okay, I'll go over here. Hmm. Let's suppose I go to the document over here. Okay, and I create a text file, or let's suppose I created a Word file. Okay, so in this Word file, I'll again name this as ABC Word, and I'll just try to create something over here. Okay, let's create a text over here. A, B, C, D. Fine. Now this whatever file I've created, it is not present inside the directory. Is it present inside your directory? That directory which we are working?
Now this is different document
No,
directory.
it's
Yeah,
in
this is,
document directory.
yeah, this is the document directory. Okay, let's suppose I gave a message that is hello, how are you again. Okay, I'll just give hello, how are you. Then I'll just save this. Okay, now what you have to do is, see, since it is in some different directory, your Python will not able to fetch it. If you want to see over here, I'll just give it as ABCD, and if I run, it says no such file directory because it is not able to find it somewhere. Now in this case, what you have to do is you have to give the entire location over there. Okay, entire location in the sense where it is, not over here, over here, right? So just right click, properties. Can you see this one? Just control C this one, or just click over here. Okay, control C document you have to give. Just make sure that whatever file you give, okay, that location, it should be proper, because in this thing you will be facing the issue. So it is user Akshay, then documents, right? So just see the name of documents, like how it is written. So it is D capital and all rest are in lowercase. So go over there and just give do documents. And what was the file name? It was abcd.txt, correct? Just give it over here. I think you have to, one more thing you have to keep in mind is about the slash over here, the slash value. Yeah, you have to just change the slash value, make it all front slash, which is in backslash. Yeah, now you see over here we are getting the output. So over here what you have to do is, see, you have to just what you call, you have to keep in mind the location. Okay, what exactly, what location I think. So you can use for loop also over here, just to check like what is the thing over here. If I give for x in f, okay, I'm just trying to access the elements which is present over here. So I'll just give print. What should I print over here? What will come? Which variable I have to print?
X.
The temporary variable x over here. We'll hide this. Now can you see, it is trying to read every element which is present inside the thing. Okay, now just remember one thing, whenever you are using Python, okay, file handling Python, after working on the file, just use this command, okay, f.close. Now because if you don't give this one, the files will be open at the backend, okay, which will be consuming your battery, and the CPU performance will degrade. It will be lagging there. So that's why just give a command that is f.close, so that you, whatever work you have done after that, it is close. Okay, now as I told you, you have one more function, that is, see, we have multiple functions such as read, append, delete, and create, correct? So over here we saw read, like only you can just read the thing, you cannot do any changes in the file. But if you want to add something to the file, okay, what you can do to add something in the file? Basically just open the file over here. Okay, so
We
f
have to
dot,
change the mode first.
yeah, so we will be using append mode over here. Okay, so what is the file name? The file name is abcd, correct? We'll go with that text format over here. This one will go with this file. So it is abc, right? So we have to do changes in this abc file. So abc.txt. Now what mode it will be?
Read only. Read only.
If you're going to edit, then append.
Read only.
I want to append. By default it will be
Yeah.
the read mode, but
Read
now I
only.
want to change something over here, so I'll just give append over here. Okay, so I'll use a, so that I'll tell the mode over here. Then I'll say f dot write. Okay, I want to write something over here, so I'll just give a message that this automation course is going to end soon.
This will overwrite, right?
Yeah, this will override it. Okay, so when I give this f dot write over here, I'll just give f dot close. Now if you run this, this has been changed, but if you want to see, okay, you just go over there in the file which you have the notepad. See, hello, welcome to this course. We have added the new element over here. Okay, but if you want to view over here, then what you have to give? You have to give again f equal to open, then the file name abc.txt. Okay, then give append, not append, don't give anything. By default, as I told you, it will be in read mode. Okay, then what you will give?
Print.
Print.
No, not there.
We will give print f dot read, correct? So that whatever change you have done, we have to read it. See, I got it, whatever I did. Okay, now
two times it's there because that is being executed now one more time. That append is executed one more time. Because previously also it is executed, it is there in the file. So this we open it and we execute it again.
yeah, it will come and come,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it is going to add it. Because once at the first, when I compile it, that value got stored inside the text format. Over here also, if you see, nothing happened. But if you see again over here, see, so many things are added. See, so the number of times you append or you run that code, it will be happening over there. Okay, now let's suppose you want to create a file. So for creating a file, which is the mode? Which is the mode to create a file?
X.
X, right? So I'll just give auto dot. We'll go with some other document, that is docx, correct? I think this, what is the extension for Excel sheet? It's XLS, something like that. I don't remember.
XLS.
XLS.
XLS or CSV also.
Yeah, CSV we can do. CSV we can do, and I'll just give over here which X, correct? I want to create a file, so give X, so that you create a file. Now just give over print. Now we don't want to print anything, right? Because there is nothing. If you want to add something, again use f dot open and add the value over here. So what we'll do is we'll just take this value and we'll add it. Add inside that Excel file over here. Just change this. Make it CSV. And I want to read it over here. So I'll just f equal to print f dot read. Okay, not readable because we have to give a read function over here. That is f equal to open, then auto.csv. No need to give any mode over here. By default, it will be read. File exists, auto save.
But still,
No, it has been created. I'll show you. It has been created over here. See, it has been created. Because what append says? What does append say? Append says like it will add the value. If that file is not there, it will create that file. Correct? Yes. So over there, over here, when I just created the file, okay, over here, I'll just show you. That file got created, but it is not able to read it. Now, when you run again, I think the value should be taken. Close this. Why it's not taking the value? File has been created. F.write. F.write. Oh, sorry. I want to write it, right? So I will be using W over there. Now the value should be added. Why it's not taking? F equal to open. I just created a file. F equal to open. I want to write something over here. So dot write. This is a message which I'm going to pass. Yeah, this is happening because at the initial stage the file has been created. So I think I have to comment that. Now the value will be added. Yes, now the value will be added. If I open that again, the Excel sheet, now the value will be added over here. See, the value has been added. Because when I was trying to run it again and again, it just tried, it was just stopping over here because it says that you have to create a file that is auto.csv, correct? But in reality, that file has been already created, so it will not work. So I have to comment that. Can you see like
that means
how?
that means you have to do error handling if the file exists. So don't execute.
Yeah,
If not
don't
exists,
execute. Yeah, you have to write you have to write a code like that.
Yeah.
So little complex, right? But it's very useful because see, whatever output you get from the router, you can use to save that in a text format or in an Excel format. Okay. So basically your Python can also work as an SNMP tool where you will be running the code at the backend and it will be continuously generating some output and you can store that output into a text file or into an Excel sheet. You're getting it, how it will be working?
Yeah, yes.
So we have one more that is
Sir, like we want to write data in the Excel file and multiple cells. So how can we do that? Like we have 10 number of IPs, but we want to write in separate cells.
I think for that you should know, you should have a good knowledge in Excel because I also don't know like how this Excel works. The one what you can do is, see, I don't think there will be any code which you will be using to create like you can specify the cells over here. Now, whatever values you give, I think one by one it will be feeding over here. So for that you have to learn this Excel sheet into detail. Okay. Now, if you want to delete any file, you have to import one thing that is open, import OS. Okay. So OS is a library in Python which you will be using. OS. Okay. So basically it is like a standard library which will be having some built-in function inside it. Have you ever used some modules in Python or any libraries in Python? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
What all have you used?
Sir, these all are libraries like NetMiko, Paramiko, NC Client,
Okay, you have worked on all this.
Napalm, time library, scheduling library for scheduling the tasks. These are our libraries.
Okay, so basically this is nothing but it is like the operating system of your Python which will be having some information inside it. Okay, so if you want to delete any file, you have to give this OS and you have to give a command that is os dot remove. So whatever file you want to remove, just mention that. So I'll give auto dot csv. Now can you see I'm getting an error now because over here the file has been already deleted. I think we have to give close also over there. Okay, what we can do over here is just give f dot close. As I told you, at the back end it will be running. Now first run that and now run this. Okay.
It is removed.
Yeah, now it has been removed. So it has been deleted over here. So there are other things also, like if you want to delete the entire folder, you can just give os.rmdir, then the entire folder will be deleted. Okay. There are some methods also which you can use to find what to delete some content also. I cannot recollect it now, but there are some methods which you will be using. Okay, so those are the things which
Hey,
you can
hi.
see. Hi Zio, hello.
Hi, how are you? Good. Akshay,
Yeah,
what is the logic behind m dot close?
sorry.
The m dot close in brackets. What is the logic behind this? And then
Your voice
like
is breaking. It's can you write can you write on chat?
am I clear now?
Yeah, now you're clear.
I said you were stuck both the times in this program, and then you mentioned f dot close in brackets. What is the logic behind this? And it got run then.
See, when I didn't use f dot close, as I told you, whenever you open a file or work on the file, for us we cannot see the file over here, but at the back end it's working. Okay, it is open in the back end of your system, so that means still it is consuming CPU. Now you know, right? If any of the file is in the running position, you cannot delete that file. Correct? If in Windows also, if you want to delete the file which is running, you cannot delete. So when I give f dot close, yeah, I have to close the file from the backend also. So that time the file will be closed and I can delete it.
Okay.
Now now if I run this again, if I run this again, the file will be created. Correct? Now the file has been created.
Sure.
Can you see the file created? Yes.
Yeah, it's created.
Now just see. Okay, the file has been created and okay, f dot close means it has been working in the background also. So if I just try to run this again, it will give me error because at step-by-step execution, auto.csv and x means to create it, correct? But already it has been created.
Yes, I know.
So I'll also
Created,
comment
yes.
that. Okay. My main goal is to run that run that code in the background so that the file is open in the background. Now, if I want to delete that file, will I be able to delete it now?
Yeah, you can.
No, I cannot. See, because
why?
I had commented the f dot close, correct? The command.
Yes. Yeah, but it did not run.
Yeah, it didn't close, right? It was at the back end. It was running at the back end. So that's the reason I'm not able to delete it. But now when I run this code, now I'm able to delete it. See, now it got deleted.
Okay. Got it.
It's like a magic, right?
Yes.
Okay. Over here we'll complete Python training. Okay. whatever. There are more things in Python, but as per me, it's not required for now, because see, you are like babies who are trying to learn network automation, correct? So if I give all the complex things to you, it will be very difficult for you to grasp the things, correct? So what we will be doing is, till now, whatever we studied, we'll try to automate that. Are you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. What about others? Now everyone has to pay attention over here. Okay. Okay. So there are some prerequisites over here, which we discussed in the beginning of the session, like 2 weeks back. Okay, I think this is the third week which I'm taking. The thing is, do you guys have event in your system?
Yes.
For my laptop, it's not possible. It's
Yes.
12 GB RAM, you said, right?
12 or 8 GB RAM will also work, but 12 GB for to being on the safer side.
Yeah, because my laptop is only 8 GB, so I don't know.
Okay, just
I have
try.
only Anaconda.
Okay, just try to install EVNG and just see.
8 GB can. I also was using it 8 GB, but now I upgraded. But
8
with
GB is okay.
8 GB is okay.
Even 4 GB is okay. I have
No,
worked on
no,
4 GB. as
no,
well.
4 GB if you work, see, you cannot use CSR device over here. I bet you
Not
didn't use
CSR, but
CSR.
like IOL devices.
IOL device you can use, right? But see, for Python, IOL device can work. But when you are doing Postman, okay, when you are working on the REST API, it will only work on the CSR devices. So that time you have to have the TAT route also. So to be on the safer side, if you are playing with more devices, I suggest like go with 12 GB RAM. But if you want to practice from one PC and one router, you just want to see like how automation works, you can use that also. Okay. So see, if you have EVNG, that's well and good. If you don't have EVNG, you can practice on GNS3 also. But the drawback in GNS3 is like you have to use virtual machine for switches, correct? So I also I also have stopped using GNS3 because it's very complicated for doing automation stuff. But I don't know about others. Like everyone has their own choice, right? So if people are comfortable working on GNS3, they can work on GNS3. Others they can work on EVNG also. Now, what are the requirements for EVNG? Okay, you need a Windows virtual machine or you need a Linux machine. Okay, that is a host I'm talking. Then you need a Cisco IOL, IOL devices such as you can use routers and you can use switches also. I cannot provide you the images due to some like loyalty issues. Okay, because we cannot use, right? I can guide you like from where you can download. You if you go to the EVNG community over there, you can just find the mega folders where you can download the things, download the images. Okay, so let's start doing the lab. Yes, hello.
Yeah, I'm
Yes, yes.
downloading EVNG.
Okay, so now over here we'll just try to automate some stuffs over here. So for that I have to take a network. Okay, I'll just name this as internet. So basically through this internet, my all the devices will be connected to each other. I'll just take it as management cloud over here. Okay, now this is the internet which I have, and I'll just try to assign. I'll just take some devices over here. I'll take one router first. So for this router, I need a firmware that is.
So this IOL is mandatory to install for this
Yeah, you have to.
Python
Yeah.
automation.
No,
Is
whatever.
373750 also is enough.
It will also work, I guess. That will also work for you. Okay, so this router is connected to this internet is connected to the router over here. Now what I'll do is today I will just see the basic stuffs over here, and I'll give you some tasks which you have to do. Okay, I'll just start the router over here. Okay, now whenever you do automation, you need something, correct? See, when you go to a restaurant, you order some food, yes, and the chef will prepare the food. But who is the intermediate person who is doing that work? Correct? You are sitting on the table and the chef is in the kitchen. So over there, the waiter is the one who will be taking the order from you and he will be giving it to the chef. After that, the chef will be cooking the food for you, correct? Similarly, over here also, you need someone who will be doing the connection. Okay, so over here the connection who one who will be doing the connection is nothing but the netmiko. Okay, so netmiko is a library in Python which you will be using. You can just see over here. What is netmiko? Netmiko is a multi-vendor Python library written by Kirk Byers. It is based on paramiko and used to simplify SSH connection to the networking device. Now if you want to have a connection between the devices, okay, between your PC and the device, you need to create a connection. Okay, whether it is SSH connection or telnet. People who just started automation like years back, they used to do telnet, but as you know, telnet is not that much secure, so no one used to work on telnet. Okay, but now people are like they want to work on SSH as they are, it is simplified. Now we have Paramiko, a library where you will be having multiple modules inside. Okay, so but this Netmiko, what it is a derivative, it is a derived version from your Paramiko. So Netmiko is having multiple libraries inside it from which you will be doing automation. Like it can determine it can create a connection from your device to the router or the switch. It can identify the device type. It can do n number of tasks. So if you want to learn about Netmiko, there is a document on internet. You can just see like what are the functions which are present, what are the modules, and what tasks they can do. So you can just study about them. Now, as Netmiko is a multi-vendoring device, okay, multi-vendor including Cisco, Arista, Juniper, Palo Alto, Nokia, HP, Huawei. These all devices are you can use to connect to Netmiko.
But we are actually SSH the device, right?
Yeah, for that SSH we need someone, right? SSH is one application of Netmiko. There are more things. Okay. Now, if you are working in Windows system, you have to give a command that is pip install netmiko. That means you have to install netmiko library. If you are working in Ubuntu, you have to give pip3 install on -u netmiko. So what you have to do is you have to go into your search bar. You have to give anaconda prompt. Okay. Over there, you have to type one thing, that is import pip install netmiko. No, Netmiko will also do SSH and Paramiko will also do SSH. Okay, it will not do telnet. So over here you have to give a command that is pip install Netmiko. For me, Netmiko is already installed, so it will say requirement satisfied. For you people, it will show you something downloading. Okay, so you can see, right?
But I think pip is also needed to be installed, right?
No. If it is like it is asking, just give pip3. Have you installed Netmiko?
Yes.
It installed? You
It's
just
showing
run.
It's showing successfully installed Netmiko 3.40.
Yeah, so you gave this command, right? Pip install Netmiko.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so we don't have to this pip package install. It is already running in this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Netmiko is the derived version of Paramiko. It's like the advanced one. So we don't use Paramiko nowadays. Okay, now once you are installed, there are some connections which you want to make. Basically, you have to go to the router. I'll go over here. I'll just start my router over here.
Sir, this is iOS router 7200 series.
Sorry.
Which router is this?
I think it's 2000 series.
iOS XE or simple iOS?
Simple iOS, not XC.
So this cloud is a computer or
Cloud is an internet, that is you are having virtual machine on the laptop, right? Over here, if you go to the network settings, over here, go to the Ethernet. If you go to change adapter settings, can you see you have two virtual adapters over here, the Ethernet adapters?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
one of them is that one. So I want to connect my PC to the router, correct?
Yes.
Because see, my whatever router I have, it is a virtual device, correct? But
Okay.
your PC, it is what? It is a physical device, correct?
Yeah.
So to have a connection, you have to keep them in the same VLAN, so same net. So over here, if I go to details, can you see the IP address? That is 192.168.88.1, and this one will be something else. That is 192.168.158.1. So
So whatever Wi-Fi system like local system is subnets, we need to configure the IP from the same subnet, I guess, right?
same subnet in the sense, see, if I want to have a communication from my PC to this laptop or this router, they should be in the same network.
Okay. So what you have selected to get the cloud there?
Go to network, then
Okay.
you have management cloud. Click on management cloud.
Okay.
So one
Got
of
it.
the VMnet will be used.
Sir, what is the mode of your e-machine? Net or bridge?
Sorry,
What is the mode of your e-machine? It's in net mode or bridge mode?
it's in management mode, net mode.
It has to be a bridge so that your laptop can ping it.
Yeah.
If it is
Management
NAT,
cloud.
you will not be able to.
No, I'll show you it. Go to enable, go to config mode. Which interface you are connected, just see. It is connected to E0/0, right? So Ethernet E0/0. IP address DHCP. Let's see whether it takes IP from the DHCP or not. Because that cloud is having a DHCP server inside it. To show IP int brief. It took the IP address. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
From the VMnet 8. From
Yeah.
VMnet 8. Yeah.
Yeah, from VMnet 8 it took. Okay. Now the next step, what you have to do is you have to create a SSH connection over here. So you have to enable SSH connection in your device. Okay. We took the IP address. Now your PC and your device, that is your router, they both are in the same subnet. Now, if you want, you can just check over here whether you are able to reach or not. So I'll just give, go to the command prompt and just give ping 192.168.158.130. I'm getting a reply back. So that means my
It
connection
should
has been
be.
established. Yes. So I'm like whatever done, whatever connection I wanted, it has been created. So it means like the PC has been connected to the router. Okay. The PC has been connected to the router. Okay. Now whatever things I change over here, it will be affecting my router also. So the next thing what you have to do is you have to enable SSH. Anyone knows what is the thing to do, how to enable SSH?
We need to create the RSA key.
Yes.
Yeah, host name you have to give
First
first.
change
Yeah.
the host name over here.
Yeah.
Then create a domain name, that is
Domain
IP,
name.
domain name.
Okay. Domain hyphen name.
Then I'll just give a name as auto. Okay.
Yeah.
Just listen, just see the steps carefully. Now I have to give crypto
key generate RSA.
crypto key generate RSA. It is asking for model. Give
Key
it.
value 1024. Wow.
Anything you can give. Okay.
Yeah,
Then
otherwise version 2 doesn't support.
yeah. If you want, you can give that also. IPSSH version 2. Okay. Then transport.
Input
No.
line VTY underline.
Line VTY 0 to 4. Transport.
Transport input SSH.
We'll give all.
Okay.
Okay. Login. Local. For that, we have to give a username also.
Yeah.
Okay. Username, I'll give it as.
Let's say Cisco.
Just remember the username which you give. So we'll give Cisco only. Okay. So that we don't forget it. Username Cisco, password Cisco. Correct. One more thing. I think there will be a timeout over here. So what we can do is line VTY 0 to 4. Time. Oh, that's exit timeout. Exit timeout. Anyone remembers what was the command?
The execute timeout.
Execute timeout. Execute
Execute
timeout. Timeout.
0 0. I'll just save the configuration over here. Now let's.
So what is
see.
the purpose of this command? Exit timeout.
Over here it will always show you like error opening TFTP. Okay, so to avoid that we will be using this command. Now the next one over here is, let's see whether I'm able to do SSH to the router or not. Okay, SSH to the router means let's go to the putty. I'll open one more terminal of putty. I want to do SSH. So what is the IP address of the router? 192.168.130. Correct?
Yeah, 130.
Exact. Okay. Login as Cisco and Cisco. Correct? I got the access. That means SSH connection is also completed. So what was the first step? What we did?
Configure the SSH on device.
Enable the SSH.
Yeah. No. First thing is just you should make sure that your router and the PC both are compatible.
Connected.
Local
They are
subnet,
connected.
right.
Yeah. Because see, my PC is outside the if and the router is inside the if. There are two ways which you can do. I can add a virtual machine over here and I can run the script also, but it will be only inside the if. So that time you don't have to use this internet or the what you call the virtual
Cloud.
net. Yeah, the virtual network over here. You can just directly do it. But over here, it's as it is outside, I have to write it. Okay. Now let's do. Now what you have to do is, first you have to import netmiko. Correct? So I'll give import netmiko. Okay. My netmiko is already present, so I'll not get any output over here. But if you want to see like what are the different stuffs which are present inside your netmiko, just give directory of netmiko. Okay. Now when I give directory of netmiko, see, can you see? So many things are there. Okay. So you can learn about this when you go like when you go for netmiko document, you can see about all these things. So what I'll say is import netmiko. Okay. I'm telling my Python to import netmiko. After importing netmiko, from netmiko, you import a package that is known as connect handler. Okay. Now what connect handler will be doing is basically it will be creating a SSH connection. Okay. You have created SSH connection on the router, but it will be establishing a SSH connection that means it will allow Python to have the SSH connection. Okay. Then you have to create a dictionary over here, which will be having some value. Okay. Value in the sense, whatever value we have given, you have to give that. First thing, you have to mention the device type. Okay. Which device are you working on? So what is the device type? It is Cisco iOS. Correct? You don't have to mention the name of the router, or you don't have to mention anything over there. Okay. You don't have to mention the type of router, series of router, or that. You just have to mention the vendor name over there. Okay. After that, what you have to do? Just pass the information of the router. So I'll just say IP. Okay.
IP address.
So IP address, just remember it is in the string format, right? So give that 158.1.30. Okay. Then I have username. What was the username?
Cisco.
Very good. The username we have kept is Cisco. Then what's the password?
Password also the same.
Okay. Password is also Cisco. Correct. Now, which is this data type?
Dictionary.
Very good. It is dictionary, where you have taken it in the key value format. Okay. Now what I'll do is I'll create a variable over here that is net connect, so that I pass some value to it. Okay, so I'll give net connect over here, and I'll just use the function that is connect handler. Okay, when you give connect handler, you have to pass the values also. So what is the value which you're passing? You're passing the information of the device. Okay, so double star is used to pass the argument over here. Now over here, whatever connect handling value will be you will be having, it will be stored inside the variable net connect. Okay, it will be stored inside the variable net connect. Now I create a one more variable that is output, which will be having that net connect, and I'll say send command. Okay, I need to send some command, right? That command will be sent over. So let's suppose I want to see the show clock. I just want to see the clock rate over here. So show clock. Okay. Now you have to see the print. You have to see the output also. Just give print output away. Then after the connection has been done, just give net connect. Now if I run this,
Net connect, disconnect, is it correct? Because thing is, it's
we got the clock rate.
Yeah.
Just change the command. Show version. Can you say I'm getting the iOS version of my router?
Yeah.
Show IP int brief.
Sir, I think there is no any need to give the terminal length 0, right?
Which one?
Terminal length 0, like
No,
you
you
want to
have
run
to
show
give. You
running
have to
content.
give, because see, when I was doing this thing, there was a disconnection which was happening between my router and the PC. Okay, the SSH was not working. It was not working properly. So what I did was I used this command. My senior told me, like, if you use this command, there will be no timeout for your SSH, because the SSH was automatically getting timeout, and the connection was getting interrupted.
Which command, sir?
Execute
Uh,
time.
Execute timeout 00.
Okay.
Okay, so
That
now
means we keep the session up. That means
yeah,
right?
up, yeah, because see, as the things are outside the if, this PC is outside the if, it was giving me some error. Okay, but if your device is stable, I don't think so you will be requiring that thing.
Okay, so if we want to enter multiple commands in a single shot, so how we can?
Multiple commands
Comma
means
is we need to give like comma, or how? Show IP interface brief, show version, then show IP route, like that.
yeah, give like that,
Instead
no?
of
Yeah, give it like that. Show what you want. Show
show
version.
IP route, yeah.
IP route, I
Hold on.
don't think so I'll be getting, because there is nothing on the router.
Now we have configured one interface, right? So maybe we'll get the routing table.
But see, by default, whenever you are doing this, the Python will think like you are in the user execution mode. Okay, not in the enable mode. So there are some commands which will be running in the enable mode, and there are some commands which will be not running in the enable mode. Okay, so that thing you have to keep in mind about that. So I'll give one more, that is show version. Show just tell me some command.
Show ARP.
Show ARP, show clock.
Show environment.
So flow.
It's a typecasting error.
No, it is not taking the value. So what we have to do is, okay, you cannot run this at a single stretch. You have to just
I
create
think we need
more
to
instances.
create for loop for this to
For
fire
if you
one
create
by
For
one.
for
multiple
loop,
lines, sir.
Yeah, we have to
Same
take,
variable but multiple lines.
yeah, multiple lines will take, so we can print the same output. But if you use for loop, you have to create a text file which will be having this command, and one by one you have to read them and print them. You can do that way also.
Okay.
But if
So
you
we have
want
to
to
handle
run it
files
over
also.
here, yes, hello.
Or else while loop.
You can use any iterative statement over here. So I'll just say that net connect dot send command show r.
We have to go ahead and use file handling then again, right? If we are
Yeah.
going to execute multiple commands.
So this is how it's working. So you can just make it more interactive, like by just mentioning the things which you want. You can just write the comments over here. So this will be the output for app and all. Okay, that way it is working. So for now, it's just I'm trying to show you like how it will be working, like how the connection is done. Okay. Now scripting is up to you, how you will be doing the scripting. Correct. Now do one task,
Akshay?
guys. Yes.
Your okay. Please go ahead.
Sorry. Actually, you have put in 2 stars before device. Why
That is because you want to pass the arguments, correct? You want to tell connect handler, okay, you have to take this argument. For that, you have to give double star. Double star stands for arguments, passing the argument.
Okay, and argument is your variable, your dictionary variable.
Your dictionary, yeah, our dictionary, that is device.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Sir, there is one thing.
One and
Yes, Mudal sir.
So like the output of show IP interface brief or show arc is a raw output, right?
Yeah, it's a raw output.
We cannot use this kind of output in Python to automate the tasks. Like if we want to know the
If
up
you want to
interfaces.
automate up the interfaces, you have to use some logic over there, correct? So this is like,
No, first we have to convert this raw data format into structured, like we have to use text FSM or something like that.
no. Can you say again?
And no, if we want to use like the output of show IP interface brief is the raw output. So we have to first convert into the like Python data formats are dictionaries and lists. So first we have to convert this
See, you can use
data into
you can use some JSON format also to convert the data.
text FSM, I think is used.
Which one?
Text FSM.
That are the more complex things which you have. But right now, please don't think about that because you will be confused. See, once you're good with this thing, whatever we are saying, automatically you'll learn those things also. Okay. So now we are not
Like
automating.
we cannot play around with this output, right? We cannot play around it with this kind of output.
What do you want to play around with this?
Like if I want to show the up interfaces, only up interface or only down interfaces.
So you have to create a logic for that.
Yeah, first we have to parse the data, right?
Yeah, you have to
In
pass
the
that.
structured way.
Yeah.
List and dictionaries.
Yeah. List or dictionary, or you can use JSON also to pass the value, or XML also. Okay.
why you have two VMs?
Why I have?
Why you have two VMs? I mean, is there any reason to use two VMs? I can see that in app entry, two VMs also are there, 1 and 2 VMs, right?
Actually, this is one network which I can see over here, but I have one more network which is in 88 dot something. I don't know why it is like whatever. See, these things I was not having, like I didn't had any mentor who would guide me. So from YouTube here and then I used to learn, and this if like it got set up in that way.
Okay. No, I was wondering, two VMs are there? I
Yeah,
can see
because to be honest, see, I also don't know about that, how I'm getting two VMs over here. Also, when I saw you the connection over here, so
So
there
here
also,
for
that.
SSH we need to enable the enable password for this to
uh,
enter into the device.
this one.
Yeah, device. Okay.
Yeah, you have to give the
Username
device
is-
information, right?
But while trying to log in the SSH, it's asking for the enable password. I just tried to access the SSH. from the
It's
local
asking
machine
in the
to
telnet,
router.
not in SSH. I think.
No. Wait. Yes, Gopal, can you tell again?
Yeah, I'm trying to access the SSH from the local system via PuTTY to router. So it's asking for the enable password. So will it not ask the enable password in this script while
See,
doing SSH from NetMiko?
if you have set enable password in the router, that time will ask you the enable password. Otherwise, it will not ask.
No, whenever we do SSH, so after giving the SSH username password, then it will going to ask for the do enable. Then again, it will ask for the password, right?
But
Yeah,
then we can
but
create user privilege level 15. I mean, higher privilege level, then it won't ask for it.
yeah, that time if you give the secret as Cisco, so it will not ask for the password. But right now, what Python is thinking, like you're in only working in the user execution mode. For example, if I show you anyone on the system, anyone working with me,
Yes. Yes,
just
I'm working.
yeah, just try to give show
Yeah,
running
got it.
command.
Got it. So it is executing from the this user mode, not from privilege mode.
Yeah, it is in working in user execution mode. So you have to tell Python that you have to come in enable mode, which we'll see tomorrow.
Yeah, got.
But what you can do here is you can always give when while creating the user, give the privilege as 15. It will not go into this enable mode in that case.
Yeah.
Yeah, give username Cisco, privilege 15, secret Cisco.
That.
Sir, why it's not showing the show running output?
Because in user execution mode, we cannot see the show running command.
No, sir. Just give the terminal length 0 and then try. I don't
No,
think in NetMiko it's needed.
it's needed because by default it is in user execution mode only. I'll show you like show run if I give. See, it will give you this
It
output,
won't be
correct?
executed. Yeah.
It will say this output and you're
Sir,
getting that
sir,
output
can you
only.
please try with terminal length 0?
Terminal length,
0.
where on the,
No, on script, sir, on script.
where I have to
Above the
go?
show running config, just give a command terminal length 0 above the show run.
Over here?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can give two commands, right? First is terminal length 0, then
Okay.
show run. Yeah, in the same
yeah.
send
Okay,
command.
can you write on chat because I have never tried this one.
Sir, repeat the same command,
Net
same
connect
line.
output.
Repeat the same line. Show running like output is equal to net underscore connect dot send underscore command. Yeah.
We can send enable first, then we can execute.
Yeah, that way it can work. Because what I used to do was I
No,
used to give
now
the
terminal length 0. Don't enable. Give the enable just terminal length 0.
over here
Yeah. In inverted in
in single
like
quotation.
we have. Yeah.
This way?
0. Yeah. Now run the script.
See, it's not working.
Okay.
Can you tell me what terminal length 0 will be doing?
No, actually, terminal length
Paging, sir.
0. See, for
Paging.
example, if you have 100, 200 lines, so it will not take like at a time. So we need to press space bar to weave the content.
No, guys, you're not
See,
getting the point over here. Just tell me one thing. When I'm telling you that your Python will think that you are working in user execution mode. Okay. It's by obvious, like it will not take show running command. So if you give terminal
yeah,
length or
yeah.
anything, it will
No,
not work.
Yeah,
no,
it's
it's not
obvious.
taking. Yes.
Yeah.
Show run
That's
will
So
not
obvious.
for
going to
that,
see in
yeah,
user mode.
Even Soren will not work here.
yeah,
User terminal mode.
show run will
So
not turn because as I told you, whatever commands you have in user execution mode, that will only work. Now, if you want to go in enable mode, you cannot use tuples over here because this is the tuple, right? The
Yeah.
data over here, it is in tuple format. You have to use list, okay? In
List,
tuples also you
yes.
can do, but over there you have to tell that, okay, you have to go in enable mode. Now let me try over here whether it will take or not. I guess it will not take, but let's give a try. I'll just hide this thing.
If output take it as
I think it will take.
yeah.
Now. Or I don't know what the output will be. Yeah, it will not take because we have to give in search pattern never detected because it is not working in the tuple format. We have to give in this format, what we call in the list format. And plus one more functions we have to use that, which we'll see tomorrow. Okay, for now, just practice this thing. Just practice, just try whatever things you have in user execution mode. Try to run it. Okay.
Yeah.
Any other doubts, other guys?
Yeah. Hello. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Like I'm trying to install EVNG, but there is a multiple options. Which options I will select? Like
Go for the
client
community
or
one.
what?
Community one.
Okay, community one.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so just practice today's part. Just try to memorize the thing over here, whatever we did. Because what?
Akshay, hi.
Hi, Zuhair.
Sorry to interrupt.
No,
Akshay, community has two versions, OVF and ISO. Which one will be?
go for ISO.
ISO Google Mirror, right? Because
Yeah.
Mega Mirror is asking to create account.
Yeah, then it is having daily restriction also, the Mega. So go with Google ISO.
And this VM version we need to download?
Yeah, the VMware.
Better is you download VM version and you import in your workstation. It will directly start username admin password EVE.
Zuhair, what you do is on YouTube you'll get some videos like how to install EVNG. Okay, you just
installation is there, huh?
Yeah, you just watch those videos, so it will be like go according to the steps, like how those people in the video they are doing. Okay, so that you don't
Fine, Akshay,
do any
thanks.
mistake. Okay.
Great. Thanks.
Yeah. So we'll stop for today, guys. Then. Okay. Tomorrow we'll try to do more complex examples. We'll see. Then we'll just jump
Akshay,
on to
with
Postman.
EVNG, like this one, we are working automation now.
Yeah.
We'll be able to do even routing protocols scripting, right?
Yes, you can do. It's upon you, like how deep you understand the things over here.
But as I remember in the earlier lectures, you tell like there are some pros and some cons. Like for example,
see, everything is having some pros and some cons, right? So if I tell you like, you should know the data types in Python, which will be helpful, correct? Now, whatever script I wrote, okay, I don't have to always do changes. Like if I have a routing script, okay, which is just, I have to give the username and I just have to give 3 information. Don't you think just it is easy? Just connect to the router and just run the script. Okay.
Yeah, it is very easy. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like you have created a software, you just have to run the software.
Yes.
At the initial stage, you have to write a script, okay, but not always. You just have to run the scripts later on.
This connect handler is like how is a keyword or how it is?
It is a function. It is a module.
Okay.
Which will be helping you to. It's like a bridge between your device and the routers.
Okay, we can do schedule for also the script running.
Schedule means
suppose we have like 50 user and we want to back up for a particular time.
No,
so we will write a script and we will do scheduling.
No, for that you have to use modern driven telemetry.
Okay.
That will be helpful for you.
Thank you.
Okay. Any more doubts?
Thank you.
Any other libraries like?
Just a second. Yes, Pradeep.
Yeah. Any more libraries like NetMiko?
We have one more that is Napalm. I think Mudassar has worked on Napalm. Maybe I have to take his help to do more research on Napalm. Yes, Mudassar, are you there?
Okay,
I think
thanks.
he's not there. Okay, there are multiple.
One small.
You can continue on Saturday and Sunday.
So if instead of direct putting IP, if we wanted to open a list file,
you can do that also. Just create a list.
So,
Okay, so sorry, you can create a
Created.
list also, you can create a file also, and just use
Okay.
file handling concept to read that file.
Yes, I'm getting error. Anyway, let me try.
Yeah, try and let me know. Okay, so we'll meet tomorrow. Okay, guys, take care. Bye bye. Have a good time.